Hey everybody, right, what I wanted to talk about today was if you're a dog owner and you go to a camping and caravan site or camping and motorhome site, we're all well aware that your dog has to be under some sort of restraint or on a lead at all times. We all understand the reason behind that and we all stick to those rules and regulations. Now, if you are a dog owner, yeah, the chances are you own one of these. Okay, so they're great. They do exactly what they're meant to do. You can put your dog on it, it will restrain your dog, and it will keep it in a certain area because it can't wander off because of the length of the lead that's on it. Now, the problem I have, and most of you have, the moment you put your dog on that and you sit down to relax for the afternoon, yeah, you're up and down all day unwrapping or unwrapping your dog from your chair leg or from around the table leg. So, what I want to try and do was try and find something that I could use so the dogs would wander around without being on any sort of restraint. Yeah, and I could sit and relax without worrying about having to get up every 2 minutes to do exactly that. Now, the first problem that I was faced with in a motorhome, unlike a caravan, in a motorhome, along the bottom of the motorhome, there is no recess to put in a skirt that will hang down to prevent the dogs from moving underneath the wagon and escaping that way. Whereas on a caravan, a lot of the ones that I've seen, there is a recess there and you can get a skirt and you can put it in, therefore blocking off that area. So the first problem I had to address is how can I do this? And I've tried several things, cutting cardboard boxes up, putting bits of wood underneath, but it's a nightmare. It's extra stuff to carry, bits of wood are heavy, cardboard gets wet, and it's no use. So I did a little bit of research and I came up with a company that could provide me with the following system, and I'm going to show you what that is now. Now, it does come in different lengths, and different lengths will mean or dictate how many poles you get with that particular skirt. The beauty of this system is the metal poles are extremely sturdy and the skirt itself is made of a material that once you put it up for the first time you can cut around areas like where the door is and cut that piece of the mesh out and it will not fray, so you can just use it again and again and again without the worry of every time you put it up the areas that you cut are going to fray. Yeah, and what this has done, it prevented that first problem that I was faced with, and that with the dogs moving from underneath the vehicle and escaping that way. And I'll just give you a quick look at the system that I bought now, and if any of you are interested in that system or want to know a little bit more about it, then please just put a comment below and I'll tell you where I got it from and I'll give you the cost of that. So let's have a little look for a little bit more detail at the system that I'm using. As you can see, the first thing we have here are the metal poles. Got a rubber cap on the top which will come off should you need to knock these into the ground. Okay, and on the bottom end there's a sharp point. Now what I would say at this point is when you take the cap off and you're knocking these into the ground, if you're using a metal hammer, yeah, you can damage the top of that metal spike. So make sure you put a bit of wood in between the hammer and that spike. All right, and sometimes, depending on the surface that you're on, you do have to knock these quite hard to get in. But what I do is, on the odd occasion, I've come to a site where the pitches, yeah, are quite tough to get in. But what I use then is a rock peg just down here where I want to put the thing. I put the rock peg in, just knock it in, start the hole off, and then knock this gently in. Yep, and as you can see on the mesh itself, there is a channel where that's going to go into, and depending on what length of mesh that you want will depend on how many of these metal poles will come with it, and of course that will dictate the price. Now the beauty of this stuff is once you've got it fixed on, you can cut it, yep, around the door or around anything that you need to cut, and once it's been cut this won't fray, therefore not ruining the item, and you'll be able to use it over and over again. We'll move up and I'll just show you where I've cut it around the door. So you can just see here, look, where I've had to cut this around my habitational door, and I've probably had this now for a year and a half, 2 years, and it goes up every time we go on site, and as you can see this hasn't frayed at all. Alright, ensuring that it's fit for purpose to be used each time. And then you can see, just follow it up. Yeah, again, you can see the poles right along the system. Okay, so this now has resolved problem number 1 and stopping our dogs from escaping from underneath the vehicle. So here are the dog pens that I'm using. You can see they go right around the vehicle, and I've just followed this around here. Look, this is where the first pen and the second pen meet, and this here actually comes out where it locks them. Yeah, and the beauty of this is you can use it as a gate to get in and out, and you can see the dogs here have got plenty of room to wander around, yeah, without being on a restraint or a harness and being able to escape or do harm to anybody else. So what I do then is I just bring the system around, and again it depends the pitch you're on, how much space you got, how many of these that you'd use. But as you can see, all I've done is run this now behind this system here. It's normally a little bit closer to the wagon, but I've got that drain there which wouldn't allow me to do it this time. Run it along there, and I've just tied that end there to that post, and I've done exactly the same the other end. As you can see now, I've got happy dogs. They've got all this space to roam around in. If I follow it around, look, so we'll come round, and you can see again here is where the first and second pen join up, and again that'll come out and make a gate if you want. Follow it around, and here again is where it meets up, and I've tied the pen here just to this pole, and I've actually brought this around here, yep, to make a nice fix there where the dogs can't get through. So once that's all up, the only other thing I do then is I just go around, and as you can see there, I just knock a few rock pegs in and around the base, yep, just to keep it up and keep it nice and sturdy. And the dogs have never tried to get out or jump over the top of this. As you can see, the dogs are happy, they've got a little bit more space, and you're happy because you can sit and relax, enjoy your afternoon without getting up and down every 2 minutes to unravel them from that dog harness there. Okay, so a very quick vlog today. I hope that's been useful, because we have been asked on numerous occasions about the system that we are using. If there's any questions at all about anything that I've shown you, or any questions about where we got the kit from, please just ask in the comments, and I'll endeavour to come back to you as soon as I can and give you the answers and help you out where I can. I hope you've enjoyed this little vlog. If you have, please click the like button, please subscribe, it helps our channel to grow, and hit the notifications button, and you'll be informed the next time that we post on YouTube. Okay, thank you very much for watching. We really do appreciate it. Take care and enjoy your bank holiday. Bye bye.